Hey guys, and welcome back to another season of Discovery gold making video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you by far the best way to make gold if you have a mage and if you also play on Alliance. And that is right, we're going to be talking about selling Stockades boost. Now this is by far, without a doubt, the best way to make gold at the moment. And Stockades boosts are really popular at the moment because there are a lot of people leveling alt and a lot more people have gold to spend on boost, and it is super easy to fill a group of people that are interested in buying boost. So let's go over some of the numbers. So just from 1 hour, the loot from just killing the mobs, you're going to be looking at around on the low end 10 gold all the way up to 30 gold. Now this is highly dependent on the BOEs that you get to drop from here. The steady gold that you're going to be getting is the silk, the wool, and also it's the linen cloth, and then like your green BOEs that drop pretty consistently in here. Now if you want to be making closer to the high end, that is going to be highly dependent on which BOEs you get. Some of the blue BOEs are actually worth a decent amount of gold that you can get from here, which I'll show you them a bit further on in this video. So around 10 to 30 gold just from loot per hour, and then also from the boosties. If you have 4 boosties and you're doing 15-minute runs, if you charge 4 gold per run, you're going to be getting 64 gold per hour. Now if you charge 3 gold per run, you're going to be getting 48 gold per hour. So if you plus the loot and the boosties gold together, you're going to be looking at around 58 to 94 gold per hour. And no normal gold farm comes even close to that. So let's have a look at some of the good BOEs that you can get from here. By far the best one that you can get is the feet of the Linux, and these sell extremely well. These are the best leather boots that you can get. As you can see, I sold a pair for 20 gold. Now the other ones sell anywhere from like 1 gold all the way up to like 15 gold. The boots can sell upwards of like 25 gold if it's a if they have a good price on your server and if there's not many posted. However, let's get right into how this works. So when you're doing this solo Stockades mage boosting, you're going to be juggling the mobs on the ledges right here. So when you're on the 2 side ledges, how they path is that they're going to run up the ledge. So what you want to do is run from the right side ledge to the left side ledge and back and forth. And what this will do is basically juggle the mobs, as you can see, and they want to run up the side ledge to reach to you. As soon as they start coming up the side ledge, you want to run over to the other side, and they're going to do the exact same thing and come over to the other side. So if you do this correctly, you can take pretty much no damage whilst doing this. Now the runes that you want to have when you're doing the solo method is that you want to have living bomb, living flame, and regeneration. And now what you want to be doing is constantly having a living bomb up on every single target that you're juggling across the ledges. And then for your healing, you're going to be using living flame. So you want to make sure that you have your regeneration up before you living flame. And then when you living flame, it's going to do a decent amount of damage. On top of that, it's going to heal you up. So what I like to do when I'm doing the pulls is I like to start off with the living flame. And this is going to keep my health up while I get like set up on the ledges and get set up correctly. Now once you get like in a straight line on the ledges, all you need to do is just click your left, like to go left or to go right. You don't want to go forward or on an angle, you just want to be completely straight, and all you have to do is click left if you want to go on the left side ledge, and then all you want to do, all you need to click is right if you want to go over to the right side ledge. But as you can see, you want to pull either 2 rooms at a time or 1 if you're just getting started. You can even pull more than that. I found that it's pretty much the same difficulty if you're pulling like 4 mobs or if you pull like 8 to 12 mobs, because they're all going to stack up anyways. So the main thing is just learning how to actually do the ledge juggling. Once you have that down pat, adding more and more mobs isn't going to make it much harder whatsoever. So once you figure out how it works, I'd highly recommend doing 2 rooms at a time, and this way you'll have a lot quicker runs. You could even do more once you get really comfortable with doing the boost. But if you're just starting off, maybe start off with 1 room or 2 rooms at a time, and this way it'll be very easy. And if you do mess up, you probably will not get one shot. Now another thing that is very important is to have some buffs. So the new BFD raid buff is very important for this, because the 20% movement increasement speed is super useful. Now this is used really well when pulling the mobs. You'll be able to run back to the ledges a lot quicker than the mobs, so you won't take damage when you pull the mobs. Then on top of that, when you're juggling them, you'll just be a bit quicker, so it'll be harder for them to hit you, and you'll have pretty much more time to react and move over to the other side ledge. But once you get into the rhythm of going from side to side, you shouldn't take any damage from the mobs. You just want to make sure that you're as far back as possible without actually leaving the instance. So you want to be right up basically at the start of the entrance, but not too far that if you like click back once that you're going to exit out of the entrance. And another big thing that has really helped out, you want to make sure that you're dead straight on. You don't want to be going on an angle, because if you run on an angle, sometimes what you can do is you can actually accidentally run out of the instance, and you don't want that to happen, because your boosties will die unless you can enter back in the instance very quickly before they actually start taking too much damage. But as you can see, this is a bit of a bigger pool. I believe we have over 10 mobs here at the moment. They're all stacked up, so it's hard to tell, but we have a decent amount of mobs in this pool. And as you can see, it's pretty much the exact same thing as if you had just like 4 mobs. You just take a little bit more damage when they actually connect with you. But to stay full health, you just want to make sure that if you start losing a bit of health, then you just want to make sure that you're using your living flame and just keep on juggling them back and forth and focusing on not getting hit. Now I will actually make an in-depth guide on how to actually do this if you would like to see that. So let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see an in-depth guide on how to do the mage soloing for stockades, where I would go over in depth how to do every single pull, what runes you need, what gear I recommend, and just every little tip and trick that I've learned whilst doing this. This run here that I'm showing in this video is by far not perfect whatsoever. Over the last few days, I've pretty much mastered doing this solo and doing it without dying, and the runs being under 15 minutes. So if you'd like to see a guide on how to do this more in depth, then let me know down in the comments. Also hit the thumbs up button on this video so it lets me know that you are actually interested in this kind of video. But this is a very good way to make a lot of gold, is basically the main thing that I'm showing in this video, and that anyone with a mage that plays on Alliance can actually make really good gold from doing this. So let me know down in the comments if you would like to see an in-depth guide on how to do the solo mage stockades boost. But that was about it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button, and if you'd like to learn more about making gold in Season of Discovery with gold farming, boosting, professions, and a bunch of other different methods, then check out my Season of Discovery gold making guide, which will be the first link down below in the description box. However guys, that will be about it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.